guys, I know it's been a while since I did my last tutorial, but I'm going to try to finish up the 3D tutorial series. I personally don't like doing the 3D objects without having a motive, like something to actually use them with. So I'm just going to give you some examples on what you can use these 3D figures for. Now, our next lesson was the triangles. So, I've got my yarn here. You'll need yarn, a hook, and some scissors. And some stuffing. Definitely some stuffing. Now, here is an example of a cone. This is actually something that I was making for my giant Luma. Okay. And this part will be stuffed. If you can see that well. This part will be stuffed, and then it will be sewn onto the Luma for her leg, like this. So. So that's just an example of one type of triangle that you can do. But the triangle that I'm going to be showing you is basically two sewn together and stuffed at the same time. And this is definitely something that I've been meaning to show you, is how to sew different pieces together. It's basically like hemming, if you've ever hemmed anything before. So what we want to do to start off is make your slip knot, and we are going to chain 10 as usual. Oh, goodness. Okay. Sorry. Remember to always make your extra chain, because we are going to be single crocheting in all 10 of these, and you'll always skip this first stitch here. So go into the next chain, do a single crochet, go into the next, do a single crochet, and just do this all the way down for the whole row. Okay, so there's our row of single crochets. Remember, do not chain one, just turn straight over. We are making triangles, so do not chain one. Normally you would go into this same stitch, but we've already worked out of that. And that was the purpose of the chain one. So we are going to skip it and go right into the next one. Okay. And now, single crochet all the way across. You should have 9. Okay. So you can already see that it's starting to curl up here. It's starting to make that that slope. Okay, so don't chain one. We're just going to turn it over and skip this first one that you came out of, go straight into the next one, and just single crochet all the way across, and you should have 8 this round. Okay, don't chain one, turn it over, skip this first one, go into the second one, you should have 7 now. So you can count as you are crocheting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more is 7. Don't chain one, turn over, skip the first one, go into the next one, and you should have 6 this round. Okay, there's your 6. Don't chain one, turn over, skip the first one, go into your next one, and you should have 5 this round. Okay, don't chain one, turn, skip the first one, go into the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't chain one, turn. You should be skipping this first one, go into the second one, and you should have 3 this round. 1, 2, and 3. Don't chain one, turn, skip the first one, go into the second, and you should have 2 this round. Don't chain one, turn, go into the second, the only stitch left, you should just have 1. So here is your triangle, and to finish off, always chain an extra and pull, and just cut. Okay. So there is your first triangle. Now you want to make 2 of these, so come back here when you have made your second one, and I will show you how to sew them together. When you finish off on your second one, make sure that you leave a really long tail for sewing. So when you're done, come back here with a darning needle and a really long tail on your second one, and we can sew them together. Okay, I have both of my triangles now. There was the first one, there's the second one, and it's got a long tail. So you can trim these just a little bit, no farther than here, because you want this to stay. Okay. Alright, so let's get started on the sewing. Now I have my needle here. I'm going to just put these together for now, like mirror images. take the long tail, put it right there through that hole of your needle. And now we are going to start sewing this together. Now, we are going to have to hide these other tails on the inside. So, what I want you to do here is press this down into the inside of your work there, and then cover it. It's just covering it up right between the sandwich. So, now to start, we're just going to crisscross here, like hemming. Okay, and go through again. Go through again. Go through again. And again. See, if you press your finger on the inside, you will see that it is staying. Okay. And just hem away on this. It doesn't really matter where you insert your needle, just as long as you are getting the job done, you know. You just want this to stay securely closed. Now we're coming around the side here. We just want to keep doing what we're doing. Excuse me. Okay, we are coming up on the other tails. Make sure, here, if you want, you don't have to do this, but I like to tie these together. And then hide them inside of my work. It's kind of like a pouch now. Make sure that all these tails are on the inside here. Okay, so now just continue to sew or hem. Just like this. Okay, now that the hole is almost too small to work in now, you want to stop here, get your stuffing, and just start stuffing the inside of this. Make sure that you get all the little corners. So let me get my stuffing. Okay, and pull a big handful or two out here. Okay, and just take the stuffing, and if you have a stuffing stick and your hole is too small for your fingers, just use a stuffing stick or the eraser end of a pencil. Either one of those will work. They will definitely help if you already made your hole a little too small. Get in the corners. Okay, I think I have stuffed mine well enough. Now just kind of hold it together, see if you like that. Mine looks okay. So, now turn it back the way you had it. Make sure that all your stuffing's in there. Pinch it closed while you're sewing, because you don't want any of that stuffing to come out. Oops. Almost done. And finished. That's all sewn up. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would you make a 3D triangle this way? Well, a triangle was the next lesson on my tutorial, but this also taught you how to sew two pieces together as a mirror image, and it taught you how to stuff it while you're sewing, which is completely different than what we did with the circle. It was just one big piece that you didn't have to sew together. But now we need to hide our tail. So close to that hole, just stick it anywhere inside your work, because you don't want to cut it and then it be too short and then your stitches will start coming undone. Now just do that about 2 or 3 times. Hide the tail anywhere inside of your work, or work until you can't fit any more in. Now we just tug on this and cut, and it's gone. And there is a 3D triangle. This also works for pillows, because a pillow is basically either one really long piece that's been folded over, or two completely separate rectangles or squares that have been completely separate and sewn together just like this and stuffed. And I will be doing a cone tutorial, the 3D cone. I'll be putting a bottom on this so that you can sew it on, stuff it, and then sew the rest, hide your tail, and you'll have a cone for whatever you want. Now, one thing that I wanted to mention in my video, there is a reason that there is no more music in the actual video. I've had about 2 or 3 people that I know complain to me that they couldn't hear my voice. So I decided that I'm just going to remove all the music except for the introduction and the end titles. So if you like this new setup that I've got going on with no music at all while I'm talking, then please leave a comment for me, or if you know me, please contact me on my Facebook or something. Let me know if it's any better, so that I will be able to keep doing this. Because if there are people, or if there's more people that want me to put music in the videos instead of keeping the music out, then I will probably re-add the music and try my best to keep it as low as I possibly can. Another friend of mine had pointed out that it's probably a distraction. I didn't really think that music could be a distraction. I kind of used it to fill up the silence in the video, you know, while I'm not talking, you'd have something to listen to. But yeah, just let me know, because I would really appreciate it. And thank you very much for watching. leave me a like, subscribe for more videos, and happy crocheting. Bye.